Rabbit AI R1. The Rabbit R1 is an AI-powered gadget that can use your apps for you. Santa Monica-based AI startup Rabbit Incorporated launched R1, a custom-built consumer AI device running on a revolutionary natural language operating system. R1 was developed to take a leap towards an app-free online experience by introducing an operating system that navigates all of your apps quickly and efficiently so you don't have to. R1's operating system, Rabbit OS, is the first OS ever built on Large Action Model (LAM), Rabbit's proprietary foundation model that can infer and model human actions on computer interfaces by learning users' intention and behavior when they use specific apps, and then mimic and perform them both reliably and quickly. Rabbit's unique new R1 device costs $199, with pre-sales open from today and shipments beginning in late March 2024. The standalone AI device called the R1 is so staggeringly ambitious that Liu seems to think he can't help but replace your phone at some point. Please take a couple of seconds to subscribe and turn on the notification. Standalone AI device called the R1 is so staggeringly ambitious that Liu seems to think he can't help but replace your phone at some point. Just not quite yet. It's a standalone gadget about half the size of an iPhone with a 2.88-inch touchscreen, a rotating camera for taking photos and videos, and a scroll wheel button you press to navigate around or talk to the device's built-in assistant. It has a 2.3 GHz MediaTek processor, 4 GB of memory, and 128 GB of storage, all inside a rounded body designed in collaboration with the design firm Teenage Engineering. All Rabbit says about the battery is that it lasts all day. Rabbit's operating system, called Rabbit OS, and the AI tech underneath. Rather than a ChatGPT-like large language model, Rabbit says Rabbit OS is based on a large action model, and the best way I can describe it is as a sort of universal controller for apps. We wanted to find a universal solution just like large language models, he says. How can we find a universal solution to actually trigger our services, regardless of whether you're a website or an app or whatever platform or desktop? Rabbit OS can control your music, order you a car, buy your groceries, send your messages, and more, all through a single interface. No balancing apps and logins. Just ask for what you want and let the device deliver. The R1's on-screen interface will be a series of category-based cards, for music or transportation or video chats, and Liu says the screen mostly exists so that you can verify the model's output on your own. Rather than build a bunch of APIs and try to convince developers to support the R1, though, Rabbit trained its model on how to use existing apps for itself. The Large Action Model, or LAM, was trained by humans interacting with apps like Spotify and Uber, essentially showing the model how they work. The LAM learned what a settings icon looked like, how to know when an order was confirmed, and where the search menus are. All that, Liu says, can be applied to any app anywhere. The R1 also has a dedicated training mode, which you can use to teach the device how to do something, and it will supposedly be able to repeat the action on its own going forward. Liu gives an example. You'll be like, hey, first of all, go to a software called Photoshop. Open it. Grab your photos here. Make a lasso on the watermark and click 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 click. This is how you remove watermark. It takes 30 seconds for Rabbit OS to process, Liu says, and then it can automatically remove all your watermarks going forward.